3 hours, 15 minutes until the massacre at Ffirth Asylum. Amy was about to explode. She didn't get mad often, and it took a lot, but once the pin on that grenade had been pulled, there was no containing it. This was something she had in common with David, though he didn't realize it. Amy's mom, back when she was alive, had said God had made sure to give her brother Jim all of the size and Amy all of the temper. He had been as big as a bear, but was always the voice of reason in an argument. The only time she had seen him fight, it was to defend her. Amy was literally less than half of his size, but had that grenade inside her. Her mom called it her Irish, as in, now calm down, your Irish is coming out, which ironically made Amy furious. Wasn't that racist or something? But the look on Josh's face right now, it was about to get all Irish up in here. We have to go now. We should have left 2 hours ago. Fine, you don't care about David. You don't care if he gets eaten by a zombie or burned up to ashes. But who knows how many more are in there? Women? Kids? Who knows? We have to get them out, as many as we can. Josh, not making eye contact, said, I totally understand you're upset, but we have to be smart about this. Mike and Ricky aren't here. They're helping their families move before the quarantine swallows this place. And I told you about Zach. He's got food poisoning. He's already in bed. That's 3 guns we're short. But tomorrow, oh, for the love of... You know what you are, all of you? Children. Little kids playing pretend with toys. You spent years obsessing about this, and now it's here. Much to everyone's surprise, it's actually here. And it's tomorrow, 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 tomorrow when the sun comes up, tomorrow when the weather's warmer, tomorrow when we have more help, when things aren't so bad, when everything is aligned just right so there's no risk of anything bad possibly happening. Calm down. Screw you! Amy shrieked it, a sound that tore a hole in the air. Grenade, Amy. Watch it. You want to sit here in your little fantasy, your little suburban womb, with your laptop and your little clubhouse, rubbing oil on your guns and congratulating yourselves on how brave and strong you turned out to be in that stupid zombie war fantasies that play in your head. You're not a man. You're a boy. All of you. You're little boys because you chose to stay little boys. You don't become a man until you wake up one day and realize that today the world needs you to be a man. Josh, so help me, if you don't step up and become a man right now, people will die. Tonight, not tomorrow. He didn't answer. He had his MacBook open and was fiddling around with the touchpad, and he had that look on his face that had pulled Amy's pin, a mask of feigned nonchalance. It took practice to come up with that look. Somebody who had been shamed so many times that he'd adapted to simply never showing it, rather than changing it and not do things he was ashamed of. She wanted to slap him and slap him and slap him. Amy, all I'm saying is... Ah! Amy bent over and screamed at the floor. She didn't know what else to do. Mom was right. If the Lord had given her Jim's body, she would have thrown this kid through the windshield of the RV. Fine, she said. All I want you to do is give me a ride down there. Drop me off at the barricades. I'll figure out a way to get across. I'll figure out a way to find David and anyone else who needs help in there, and I'll figure out a way to get them and out. If I don't, then I will die. And that's okay, because while I'm dying trying to save the people I love, you'll be back here in your cocoon, playing your zombie video games, and jerking off and dying will be better than watching you do that. The side of the door ripped open. A short, dusky kid who Amy remembered was called Frito leaned in and said to Josh, Did you hear? I couldn't hear anything over her. Outbreak inside the Reaper Command Center. All hell broke loose. There was an explosion. The building's on fire. All their containment breached. Infected pouring out of their holding area. Holy shit. Agza says fire trucks headed one way. Then 10 minutes later, Reaper were going the other. Pulling out. Leaving the green zone. Leaving everything. They're pulling out of undisclosed. Looks like it. Amy said, So what does that mean? Josh said, It means all the manpower is now devoted to keeping anyone from leaving the city, and anybody left behind is now on their own. Frito said, Agza put out a call for assistance. Anybody and everybody with a gun. They said this is about to go from a Class 2 to a Class 3 zombie outbreak. Amy said, Is a Class 3 the one where you guys actually do something? Frito said, They said they can get us inside the city. They got friends on the cordon, but that's only one until the feds change the guard rotations. Josh hesitated, studying the ridiculous collection of guns on the wall. Finally, he said, Tell everyone it's a go. The feds shit the bed and then now it's up to us. We roll in 30 minutes.